Welcome to Comerica Park in Detroit. It's game one of a three-game weekend series between the Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, joined tonight by Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. Well, tonight the Red Sox take on a Tigers team that is tough to figure out. Are they in it? Are they out of it? Right now, kind of in the mix in the wild card. They've had a lot of action here, though, lately.
You know, confusing to say the least. You see what they've done just recently. They're sellers. They go out and they get rid of their best pitcher, their best hitter, and one of their best bullpen guys. And they send them all different which ways. And then they go and they fire one of the best general managers in club history, Dave Dombrowski. I mean, this guy has done so much for this club, and then he's gone right after that. You know, was he supposed to give up on that wild card or not? They're only 4 games from the wild card. But, you know, a lot of things have happened bad for this club. You know, they haven't pitched very well. They always seem to hit. But, you know, they lost Scherzer. Verlander at the start of the year was hurt, and he's not the same pitcher he was. So there's a lot of problems. And this is a club that's had good history over the last 10 years, and it's upside down right now. Going forward, I don't know where they are. I'm sure they know where they're going.
Red Sox dropped 2 out of 3 to the Yankees. Now they take on the Detroit Tigers tonight in Detroit. Joe Kelly on the mound for Boston, 3-6 with a 6.11 ERA. On the other side, Daniel Norris coming over from the Jays, 2-1. We're back with more after this. Experience the new Audi A3 today. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Toyota's website for deals by Toyota.com. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox. Southern New Hampshire University, see yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. Welcome back to Comerica Park in Detroit. It's game one of a 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Tigers. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, a welcome sight today as the Red Sox get to Detroit. Mookie Betts joins the team, at least in person anyway. Not yet ready to play as he has been checked out, cleared. And now we'll see what happens next. With more, we send it down to field level and Garen Austin.
Thanks, Don. Mookie Betts said he went through a series of tests and he has peace of mind now after seeing Collins. Betts also told reporters that he's feeling much better and his headaches have really subsided. Here's what manager John Farrell had to say about a timetable for Betts and when we can expect him back in the lineup.
You know, hitting the cage today, he threw today a little bit or was planned to. Tomorrow will be him tracking pitches with early bullpens. He'll go through a full pregame workout. Provided those next 2 days, today and tomorrow, are passed with no symptoms, which we don't anticipate. We'd like to get him out and go play a game before he's activated here. He's been cleared, so the final submission of paperwork to MLB is really the last step. So he's been cleared to go through all physical activity, but to be activated, there's still that final protocol of administrative paperwork.
Well, it's a beautiful night tonight in Detroit. Game one is coming your way next. the field tonight. Daniel Norris leading his team out onto the field. As he does, let's check out the visiting Red Sox lineup. It's brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers. Brock Holt leading it off at second base with Rusney Castillo in right field batting second. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop with David Ortiz, the DH. Hanley Ramirez in left. A late change before the ball game. Pablo Sandoval is in the lineup. Mike Napoli comes out of the lineup tonight just before game time. Travis Shaw will be at first base with Ryan Hannigan doing the catching. And Jackie Bradley Jr. in center field bats ninth. The Tigers starting pitcher presented by your New England Nissan dealers. With all the moves the Tigers made, they received Norris from Toronto. So these are his combined numbers. His second start here with the Tigers. His seventh start, 2-1 with a 3.23 earned run average. 23 strikeouts at 13 walks, and opponents hitting at .243 against Norris. Sunday at Baltimore in his debut with Detroit, 7 1/3, giving up 1 run as he struck out 5 along the way. So Brock Holt stands in to get it started here tonight in Detroit. Red Sox in their alternate blue jerseys on this Friday night. And the first pitch of the ball game is a little bit high for ball one.
This was the prize left-hander that they got for Price, and he better be good. Good last time out against Baltimore. His minor league numbers were 3 and 10, and not so great. Fastball up to 92, a little slider, and a good changeup is what he's got.
First career appearance at Comerica Park for Norris. That start, the first start in a Tigers uniform, came on the road at Camden Yards in Baltimore. Brock hitting at .277 coming in, 2 homers and 26 runs batted in. And he'll take a pitch outside. So Norris falling behind here, 3-1. Norris made his major league debut at Fenway Park as he gets the strike in there back in September of last year with Toronto. Struck out David Ortiz, the only batter that he faced in that game, coming out of the bullpen for the Jays at the time. Jeff Jones is pitching coach. You keep a close eye on him as he strikes out Brock Holt. And back to get Holt.
A lot of fastballs high up in the zone this first at bat. Gets him on another high fastball.
Tigers defensively brought to you by DraftKings. It is Nick Castellanos at third base, Jose Iglesias at short, Ian Kinsler at second with Alex Avila at first base. Left to right in the outfield, Tyler Collins in left, Anthony Goes in center, and J.D. Martinez in right as James McCann does the catching for Daniel Norris. One down here in the first inning, and it brings up Rusney Castillo. Takes strike one. 267 to start the night for Castillo. 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. On the ground left side and well placed deep in the hole at short, and no throw for Iglesias. Too much speed for Castillo. He's got himself an infield hit.
A lot of fastballs, like I said early on. Ground ball between short and third. Iglesias thought he had a chance, but thought otherwise, but no chance. Pulling this ball, nicely placed. Waiting for a super play by Iglesias. Probably one of the best shortstops in the game, if not the best.
And he has added offense to his game this year, which has made him an all-star. Always fun to watch. Red Sox fans know that. As here is Xander Bogaerts, who's been fun to watch. First to check on Castillo at first base. Xander at .310 coming into tonight's game. 3 homers and 51 runs driven in. Good sized lead at first base for Castillo. And a pitch in there for a strike, borderline. Xander was 0 for 11 in the series against the Yankees with a walk. And now 0 for his last 13 at the plate.
Watching video of Daniel Norris's last time out against Baltimore, he threw a ton of fastballs upstairs. He pitched like he was throwing 100 miles an hour up there, but it was only 92, so not afraid to throw that fastball.
Snap throw to first, and if it was on the mark, it was going to be relatively close, but the throw pulls Avila off the bag. Wild throw there from McCann, almost threw it down the right field line.
Castillo's got such a big lead there. You see, not necessarily there, but that isn't even a very good secondary lead. You see the cutout, which is way deeper than most. The first base cutout. You can't be all the way there. No chance.
It is so far away. Maybe some confusement there. A confusing situation for some of the guys running.
Because most of the time they think they could get to the cutout. That's a big lead. Yep. That's ridiculous.
That's way out there. You will get picked off.
Hello.
Back to the bag again is Castillo, keeping a close eye on him.
It's an ugly move is what it is. Nothing to it.
Xander getting out of the way of a pitch down and in. Now ahead in the count, 3-1.
He's had control trouble down in the minor leagues. Walked, what, 41 guys in 90 innings. That's a lot of walks.
In the air down the right field line. On the move is J.D. Martinez, but that'll find its way into the seats. Xander Bogaerts is the subject of our Lowe's Never Stop Improving profile. Numbers against left-handed pitching last season and this year. 263 last year. Well, this year at 388. The on-base percentage, too. 326 last year, 427 this year. And the slugging percentage over 500 at 505.
388 leads the league. It's better.
That's here with 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first inning. Runner goes on the 3-2, and it's a base hit through the left side. Stopping at second base is Castillo. So in motion that time was Castillo, and Bogaerts comes up with a base hit, and it's back-to-back hits for Boston here in the first inning.
Nothing tricky from Norris. I said before, fastball, fastball, fastball. Once again, we see him go into the pool mode. We haven't seen Bogaerts do a lot of that, but up ahead in the count, good time to do it.
So 2 on, 1 away, and it'll bring up Big Papi David Ortiz. Another place he likes to hit right here at Comerica Park. 241, 21 home runs, 60 RBIs this season for Big Papi. Ortiz 1 for 11 in the series against the Yankees. Tigers choosing not to shift here in the infield on David. They do play him to pull, though, and that includes in the outfield. There the center fielder Anthony Goes moves over to right center, and there is plenty of room here at Comerica Park in the outfield.
Look how shallow they are.
Yeah, that's surprising too, especially with David up.
Look how shallow the outfield is for a guy like him. That's a lot of green out there too, isn't it? This is a big old yard.
Boy. A lot of triples here.
Yes, this reminds me of Colorado. With all the grass out there, it's just more territory.
1-0 pitch is going to miss, and it's 2-0. I mentioned right before the ball game as we were giving you the lineups that Mike Napoli was scratched very late tonight. There's not been a reason yet as to why, but you got to wonder whether or not there has been a deal for him to come out of the lineup the way he did. And of course, a lot of people thinking about the waiver wire deal, but we have nothing official at this point. As soon as we do, we'll pass it along. As he was in the original starting lineup.
That's why wait? You know, they think, why wait till the end of April if you're going to do something? Excuse me, August. You might as well do something now.
Especially for the other team, and you want him in your lineup. You're trying to get into the postseason.
That's a lot of money he's got left. Think about it, probably close to $5 million left out of that 16.
Two on, 1 away. Ortiz ahead 3-0. See if he's got the green light. He is taken all the way, and he takes strike 1.
Man, he got to be looking in there. Imagine that, 90 mile an hour. That was a cookie, just waiting for you.
And Ramirez waiting on deck. The center fielder Anthony goes over towards right center still. Take strike two, this time on the outside corner. So Norris battling back.
See Norris, he kind of short arms this ball right over the top. Catches the outside corner. Reminds me a little of Cole Hamels, just a little.
From the release point?
I don't know, just that's the guy I thought of
Something
right away.
about him.
Something about him, but I'm not going to get carried away yet. He's not no Cole Hamels.
Fly ball to center field. Lots of room out here in center. 420 to center to be exact. And goes out there to make the catch. Tag and try to go to third as Rusney Castillo. He's going to be safe. Barely. He just got in as Ghost with a good throw from center field almost nabbed him.
That is a long throw from center field. He gets momentum to get off. Look at the hose on this. One hop and he's safe. Barely gets in right there. That is impressive. You're not going to see a better hose than that. That's right there with Jackie Bradley's gun, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You think you have third pretty easy.
So first and third now, 2 down, and here's Hanley Ramirez. Hanley at 260, 19 homers, 51 runs batted in. 1 for 12 in the series against the Yankees. You look at some of these offensive numbers for the Red Sox in the series against the Yankees, and not much happened.
No.
In the game they won, they scored 2 runs, winning 2-1.
They only scored 6 runs in the series. A couple home runs. That's about it.
First and third, 2 down. And Hanley takes strike one right down the middle.
Well, he's pretty proud of that cheese he's featuring, huh? And
92.
It's not gas. That's not major gas, right? I mean, looks pretty straight.
They'll mix it up a little bit here. 0-1 the count. And he puts it in the dirt as Hanley takes, and it's a ball and a strike. Nice play there by McCann with a runner at third.
Not the most impressive inning by Norris by no means. This is non-competitive pitch. No one's going to swing at that.
I like that. That's a new thing I've learned from you this year. Non-competitive pitch.
I didn't make it up.
No, I know, but I didn't know. I hadn't heard that
but
before.
I like that. That's why I use it.
And you're running it out there. I like
running it out there until I have to leave.
Non-competitive pitch. Now it's competitive. It's 1-2 now.
There you go. That's a good changeup.
On deck for the Red Sox, Pablo Sandoval. He's not in the original starting lineup. Mike Napoli taken out of the lineup just before the game. 0-2 strikes with 2 down in the inning. Chance here for the Red Sox to jump on top, but soft toss over to first base, and Bogart's back to the bag. Outfield kind of playing Hanley the way they played Ortiz. And the center fielder Anthony goes over towards right center field. Big gap out there in left center. Get it out there. You can run a while here in Detroit. Close pitch. Norris thought he had strike 3. Started towards the dugout.
Once again, a high fastball. He misses inside. I think he wanted this pitch a little higher, thinking he might swing. Well, he didn't swing. He took it. Ball's inside. Borderline everything.
Downstairs, and it's a full count.
It's amazing how that K zone, that looked up, the pitch before looked high to me, and then you see it register, and it, you know, it was a strike if it was out over the plate. And the low pitches look really low that they ring up.
First and third, 2 down, and a payoff pitch now to Hanley. And Ramirez lines a fair ball down the third base line into left. One run is in as from first base Bogart's going to try and score. The throw is cut off and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. A double for Hanley Ramirez and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead in the first inning.
It was that's a rocket down the line. Just, if it's fair, it's a beautiful thing. Look at this. High changeup, and he just smokes it down the line. This is going to score 2 easy. Bogarts all the way around from first base. Those doubles have been few and far between for Ramirez, but there's a bullet right there.
Yeah, you'd think he'd have a lot more than 9 on the year.
Right.
Now Sandoval swinging to the first pitch, lifts it down the third base line, foul ground. Castellanos will not have a play as it's into the seats. Now tonight's umpires are brought to you by Buick. Experience the new Buick lineup during this year's Sign and Drive. See your local Buick dealer today. James Hoy has the plate with Ted Barrett, the crew chief, at first. Ben May at second base and Scott Berry, the umpire, at third. Hanley Ramirez at second base with 2 outs. A 1 pitch to Sandoval. Fouls it back to the screen. I had no idea how aggressive Sandoval is at the plate when the Red Sox got him. I mean, he swings at everything.
He really does. When he walks, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Takes that pitch just outside.
Norris, to me, throws a lot of things upstairs, and then the worst pitch of the whole inning absolutely was the changeup to Ramirez. I'm glad he smoked it because that had smoke all over it, written all over it. Another high breaking ball outside.
That's close, and again Norris thought he had strike 3. A couple times he started towards the dugout.
Ball's outside, almost identical to the pitch before.
It has been a 30-pitch first inning now for Norris. 2-2. Fouled off to the left, out of play.
And you got to get the ball down. This guy throws the ball up too much.
He's given up 3 hits and so far 2 runs in this top of the first inning. As Hanley gets his lead off second. Sandoval almost took that one in the neck as he lunged towards it, but gets out of the way.
This ball is so up and out of the zone. It's a brutal pitch. 4th for a full count this inning. Full count galore.
Sandoval reaches out and fouls that off. Fifth 3-ball count of this first inning. 3-2 pitch to Sandoval. And a high drive foul down the right field line, out of play. Up into the big crowd off to the right here in Detroit tonight.
You got to one-hop this pitch to have him swing and miss.
Reaches out and lifts it down the left field line. Collins on the run over by the stands, won't have a play. Well, tonight at an all-new Charlie Moore Outdoors, Super Bowl champion defensive tackle Joe Volano gets fishing lessons from Charlie. Then the 2 hit the golf course, and it isn't pretty. Catch all that and more on Charlie Moore Outdoors tonight at 11:30. And Ramirez at second base with 2 outs here in the first inning, 2 runs in. And a payoff pitch to Pablo Sandoval again. Fouled off again. 11th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Pablo. 36 first inning pitches so far here for Norris.
I don't think he's going to make it too deep.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, he'd be lucky to go 5.
Does not appear to have a put-away pitch.
No. And this is supposed to be a prize left-hander for David Price.
Foul back again.
To me, it looks, I mean, I know it's early. Gave up a couple runs. Looks very average to me.
Payoff pitch again, and the 12th pitch to the at-bat, and it is a foul ball just to the right of the bag down that first base line.
We could be here all day.
He's not going to walk Pablo, most likely, right?
Yeah, because he's not going to take it.
Thirteenth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Not a lot of strikes in that zone there.
Swing and a miss, and he ends up striking out Sandoval. Red Sox get 2 and take a 2-0 lead. Top 2-0. Let's check out the Tigers lineup brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Anthony Goes leading it off, and in center field, Jose Iglesias at shortstop, Ian Kinsler at second base, Victor Martinez the DH with J.D. Martinez in right field, Tyler Collins in left with Nick Castellanos at third base, Alex Avila at first base, and James McCann doing the catching. Anthony Goes standing in on the left side. Joe's bunt, pulls it back and takes ball 1. Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. Joe Kelly's 18th appearance, 3-6, 6.11 earned run average, 74 strikeouts, 33 walks, and opponent sitting at 288 against Joe Kelly, who's got a 2-0 lead. Features the fastball there, and we've seen him take a little bit off that fastball at times.
That's probably the right speed for his fastball, 94, maybe two-seam it a little bit. You know, you can use that 98 occasionally, but you've got to be downstairs painting in and out. There's a good changeup. He's got all the pitches. He really does. And I'll tell you what, the Red Sox have given him every opportunity to get his act together. Last time out, he got a 6-run lead against Tampa, and they chipped away at it. He left going into the sixth, 6-5. You know, I mean, each and every time out, he's given up 4 or 5 runs.
And a swing and a miss. Good start to tonight. Gets Anthony Goes for the first out. Let's check out the Red Sox defense, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. First, we'll take a look at these strikeouts.
Back-to-back changeups way out front.
One down for Jose Iglesias. .314, 2 homers, and 21 runs batted in for the former Red Sox shortstop. Center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr. over towards right center. Big gap out there in left center. Used to say about Iglesias some of the things you say about Bradley. If he could hit, it would really help.
You know, I didn't. Back at the time when they got Peavy for him, I thought it was a good deal for the Red Sox because they needed Peavy.
Yep.
He ended up helping them to the World Series and winning it. But you knew you gave up something special defensively. You just did. There's nobody quite like him. I mean, he makes some serious plays.
And now he's hitting .314 on the year.
Right. He just tries to make contact, gets out of the box quick for a right-handed hitter.
He looks bigger and stronger to me now than he has before.
He's not a big kid anyway.
No.
But he's so confident, especially on his defense. Contact guy. They're thrilled with him.
Had shin problems, both shins. And had him on the DL. 2 pitches outside. Full count. That's now with Ian Kinsler waiting on deck. Tigers batting here in the bottom of the first inning. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase. That pitch was outside. And that's strikeout number 2 for Joe Kelly, back to back. Now the Red Sox defensively, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Pablo Sandoval at third with Xander Bogaerts at short. Brock Holt at second. And Travis Shaw at first. Left to right of the outfield. Hanley Ramirez, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Rusney Castillo. Ryan Hannigan doing the catching for Joe Kelly.
You see Kelly out of the gate, a couple change-ups, punch out to the first hitter, and then 3-2 slider. What was that? Had him chasing. Look at this 3-2 pitch. He is not expecting a slider. Makes him look so bad. Looking dead red. And disappeared.
Ian Kinsler batting, taking the 1-0, and it's 2-0.
He had some secondary pitches last time out. Remember, he went about 2 or 3 innings against Tampa, using nothing but off-speed stuff. And he had like 3 innings in a row. It was easy. Then he gets in trouble a little bit. Guys get on base. He tries to throw a little bit too hard and then centers it.
Do you think more of those secondary pitchers would help?
I think so. And you see it early on today. You know, he's not trying to just gas it.
And it seems like the harder he throws, the less control he has. 2-1 pitch is going to miss. A little bit low.
I mean, that is nasty. That is hard down. This is 97 down. He's trying to make that ball come back and hit the corner. Great pitch.
Took a little off. Full count.
They sort of give up on that, and it comes back over the outside corner.
2-strike hits, 58 of them for Kinsler. Tops in the American League in that category. Payoff pitch. And it's back where it came from. Back up the middle, sharply hit by Kinsler. A 2-out single, first base runner of the night for the Tigers.
See that pitch run back over to the middle of the plate. And he'd seen enough of him. You know, he's trying to dot the corner, but look at, runs back over the middle of the plate. Big league hitters hit. I don't care what kind of gas you've got. You throw it there, they're going to hit it hard. Kinsler's been hot too. He's been swinging the bat so good.
So 2 down, Kinsler at first base, and here's former Red Sox catcher Victor Martinez. 246, 8 homers, and 43 runs batted in. DHing for the Tigers. He had 2 home runs and 5 RBIs in the game yesterday against Kansas City. Marked his 7th career multi-home run game. Was on the DL earlier this year for most of May with left knee inflammation.
Boy, he's been hurt a lot.
Yes, he has.
His career. But can he hit? Change up right here. Kinsler's got no lead over there. That's an ugly toss.
Joe Kelly struck out Goes and Iglesias to begin the bottom of the first. Gives up a single to Kinsler. Now it's fallen behind Martinez 2-0. Make it 3-0.
He's out of sync right now.
Carl Willis is pitching coach in the Red Sox dugout looking on.
You can have that job. You can have that pitching coach job. It hasn't been easy this year.
Line to right, and it's going to get in for a hit in front of Castillo. Sharply hit. Kinsler takes second. Back-to-back hits here for Detroit with 2 down in the inning.
He's a great 3-0 hitter. I don't know what the numbers are, but I tell you, last year I think I saw it. He's an incredible 3-0 hitter. Fastball up. Bullet right field. Obviously looking for a fastball. Doesn't miss it.
2 on, 2 down. Here is J.D. Martinez. He's had a very good year for the Tigers. Bats out of the 5 spot in their order.
Boy, he came out of nowhere last year. They just stole him from the Astros. The Astros were tired of him. They did, and they let him go. And boy, he was such an important part of this club offensively.
Signed by the Tigers as a minor league free agent at the end of March. And last year hit .315.
Really?
23 home runs, 76 RBIs. He's done better than that this year. And 29 home runs and 71 RBIs so far.
He can lead. He can lead anywhere. He's not a dead pull hitter. I've seen him hit balls to right center, way back.
Kinsler at second base. Martinez at first. And a swing and a miss.
Not throwing that fastball 2-0 this time.
Hey, look at his numbers in Houston. Not very impressive in the time that he was there with the Astros. He's been impressive here in a Tigers uniform, though. There's strike 2.
Throw him another breaking ball.
Got him to chase, and he strikes out. Kelly ends up striking out the side. Tigers strand a pair. It's 2-0 Boston. Back in Detroit as leading it off for Boston, Travis Shaw against Daniel Norris, trying to settle into his outing after a 39-pitch first inning. Red Sox able to get 2 runs off him in the first. And Shaw able to get in the lineup tonight for the Red Sox as he takes the strike.
Got a hit off Andrew Miller last night, huh?
Yes, he did.
Was a feat in itself.
417 average coming in. He's been impressive. 3 games since being recalled from Pawtucket, this time 7 for 9 with 2 home runs. Reached base in all 5. His plate appearances on Saturday against Tampa Bay at Fenway Park. Was 4 for 4 with 5 runs scored, 2 home runs, a double and 3 RBIs. Shaw signed by the Red Sox as a 9th round selection in 2011. He's the son of 2-time All-Star Jeff Shaw, pitched in the major leagues. This one to the backstop.
Reminds me a little bit, not of his stance, but of Rizzo, the guy that the Red
Anthony
Sox
Rizzo.
had. Yeah.
Yep. Now with the Cubs.
Doesn't hold his bat like he does, in front of him. Looks very hitterish.
Fly ball to left center field as Tyler Collins comes in and makes the catch for the first out of the second inning. Let's time now with the Coors Banquet timeless moment on this date in 1984. Red Sox teammates Bill Buckner and Tony Armas each hit grand slams in the first 2 innings off Tigers ace Jack Morris. It was game 1 of a doubleheader, and the Red Sox went on to win 12-7.
Boy, Jack gave it up, didn't he?
Yes.
Back-to-back innings, slammage.
Did you play with Tony Armas, or did you miss?
Yeah,
Tony?
I did.
You did.
That 1 year I played with him. He got traded for Carney Lansford. Went to Oakland for Tony Armas. Hit a ton of home runs.
Was Carney Lansford a very good defensive third baseman, as I recall?
Big part of our success in Oakland was Carney.
Popped up, foul ground as Alex Avila's got to play, and he makes it over the shoulder. For the second out of the second inning, Avila trying to get adjusted to first base, playing a lot more over there than catching lately, and able to make the grab. 2 down.
Doesn't look like that difficult of a play. I just got to get over there. Not exactly fleet of foot. That's the problem.
Kind of an interesting situation when your dad is now the general manager.
Right.
Which is the case right now for the Tigers with the reshuffle here. Dave Dombrowski.
Yeah, how do you get a contract? I mean,
Dad, we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, I need an extension. Now that you got the job.
Jackie Bradley with a swing and a miss, quickly down 0-2. Avila as he goes by, a little difference than Alex Avila.
What's that all
Different
about?
pronunciations to their last names.
I don't get it. Meanwhile, Jackie punched out.
Strike 3. Bradley's got 3 strikeouts for Norris, a much better second. 2-0 Boston. Bottom of the second inning, 2-0. Red Sox have the lead over the Detroit Tigers. Tigers coming to bat. Tyler Collins, Nick Castellanos, and Alex Avila to bat in the inning. And Joe Kelly struck out the side, did give up 2 base hits in the first inning. We get out of that first and second 2-outs jam. On the ground down the first baseline, foul.
Early on, we've seen some good off-speed stuff by Kelly. See if that continues.
Leading off is Collins.
You see the movement on that changeup.
Yeah.
That's like a sinker for a lot of guys with that run like that. And he's got all the pitches that you need for a left-handed hitter running away.
Too far away there. Fastball at 98.
Here comes 98. Doesn't know where it's going with 98.
Two pitch. And a swing and a miss. Racks up his 4th strikeout of the night as he gets Collins to begin the second inning.
It's a beautiful thing right there. 98 out of the zone, not even close, and he comes back with a changeup. Look at it drop right off the table. That is a nasty changeup. This guy has got great stuff. What is he doing with a 6-point-something ERA? He just hasn't gotten it together. He has times where he finds his rhythm. He'll go 2 or 3 innings, but he'll have a nuclear inning out of nowhere.
One down here in the second inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Tight breaking ball. He's got it going. Now what are you going to do? How are you going to put him away here? Slider. There you go. Look how easy that is.
Swing and a miss.
That's all you got to do.
5 strikeouts.
3 pitches. Another strikeout. That guy had no clue.
So 2 down. Alex Avila coming up at 185 with 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. Red Sox in the shift on the right side. As Brock Holt ducking back into short right field. 5 strikeouts out of the gate for Joe Kelly.
Thank you. Tell you, Avila, he hasn't really had a good year since what, his rookie year. He had a great, he was an all-star catcher.
Concussions have been a
yes,
problem.
Exactly. Got hit a lot.
Takes it the other way down the left field line and foul. Just the 185 average coming in. Playing more at first base now. Ty March's 10th career start at first base, and it's been a recent thing since coming off the DL. Problems with his left knee this time had him on the DL.
Well, they found themselves a catcher. McCann, the kid on deck. Turns out to be a stud catcher. Having a great year for them. They give him the left field. Look how much they give him. I mean, Pablo's playing up the middle. I mean, my goodness. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and Avila strikes out. He is struck out the side again as Kelly 6 strikeouts. Expand the number of playoff teams. Text 1 for yes, text 2 for no. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. Visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions as well as privacy policy. You like the way it is? You want more teams? I think
more
we've got
teams?
enough.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
There's plenty as it is. That's on to the third inning here, and Brock Holt grounds one down to first base. Avila will take himself to the bag for the first out of the inning. Well, tomorrow on Dining Playbook, Jenny and Billy take you to Cape Cod. They'll show you the Seacrest Beach Hotel in North Falmouth. Then head to Mashpee for the renowned Raw Bar. Catch all the Cape Cod fun on Dining Playbook tomorrow morning at 9. One out here in the third inning for Rusney Castillo. Reached on an infield hit in the first inning. Helped set the table for Hanley Ramirez, who drove in 2 runs. On the ground and through into right field, a base hit for Castillo. So he's 2 for 2 on the night.
How about that? A breaking ball he hits the other way. Kind of strange seeing it come off the bat like that. You're expecting him to pull this thing. Look at big breaking ball. Gets his hands inside and just shoots it the other way. Look at the hole. Drive a truck through that. 2 for 2.
One out, one on. Xander Bogaerts coming up. Tigers infield at double play depth here. Inside 2-0. A base hit by Castillo broke up a string of 5 in a row, retired by Daniel Norris. Runs inside, and it's 3-0.
He's a different pitcher in the stretch, kind of all over the place.
had a 1-2-3 second inning, which didn't work from the stretch there. He did in the first inning plenty, and through 39 first inning pitches really set him back on the night. Strike over the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Well, Tigers trying to see what they got here, and Daniel Norris.
They got two other young left-handed pitchers too in the deal.
In the air to left field, Tyler Collins out there waiting, and he'll make the catch for the second out as Castillo makes his way back to first. 2 down. I'll bring up David Ortiz with 2 outs here in the third. David flied out to center field in the first inning, 0 for 1. No shift here for David Ortiz again in his second at bat, although moving deep onto the grass here at second base is Ian Kinsler, but they're leaving Iglesias on the left side of the infield. Not too many teams doing this.
No.
Osmus, the manager for the Tigers. Troy coming in at 53 and 55. In the mix, sort of, for the wild card situation. They're 4 games back. They trade away a lot of their players. It seems kind of strange that they are so close in the wild card, but yet they didn't make a lot of these moves.
You know,
so many teams, though. That's the other issue.
To me, they're saying they haven't got a shot. I don't think they have a shot. I mean, I know they're only 4 games back in the wild card, but look at this. This pitching staff isn't good enough.
High drive, deep right field for David Ortiz. This is hit a ton and is very gone to right field. A blast for Big Papi. A 2-run home run gives the Red Sox a 4-0 lead. A no doubter for Big Papi to right.
This ball almost goes into the second deck. If you want to call that a second deck out there. I mean, he absolutely loses this thing. And I think it was a breaking ball. He's sitting on it. What do we got here? Breaking ball. And I mean, he just lifts this thing way out of here. Just hear the sound of that?
Right away. His 22nd home run of the year.
It's going to take a while. He might as well. That deserves it. That one deserves a slow trot.
Now this is ripped into left field. A line drive base hit for Hanley Ramirez, who is now 2 for 2 in the ball game. Well, for every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to the Cystic Fibrosis Multiple Sclerosis Fund. Alltown is New England's premier healthier convenience retailer. Well, Jeff Jones, the pitching coach, going to make a visit here to the mound. His starter has allowed 4 runs so far in the ball game. More recently, the 2-run home run by David Ortiz, and here comes Pablo Sandoval. He'll be next after the visit.
You know, Ortiz, the first half of the season, he didn't hit left-handers at all, and he really has turned it around against left-handed pitching. There for a while, he hadn't had a home run out from him. I don't know how long, but he seems a lot more comfortable. It looked like he was sitting on something soft.
Only his 4th home run against lefties this year, the 22 that he has hit.
But lately, I mean, you know, over the last couple of months, I'll tell you, when he sat down in Texas, which I know was a long, long time ago, he's been a totally different hitter since then. Not average-wise, but the power numbers have been there. He wants to get to that 30 home run plateau just to stay in shape.
He's pretty much looking for 30-100 as much as he possibly can.
500 is going to be hard to get to. What's he? 11 shy. Where's he at now? 488 somewhere. I should know that.
In the dirt, and no advance for Hanley at first base. Right-hander up in the pen now. Buck Farmer up for the Tigers. First action we've seen out there. In the air foul off to the left. I'd be curious to know how many foul balls so far for Pablo Sandoval.
Yeah.
His first at bat was what, 13 pitches?
But you'd figure it would be him because he can get to everything.
Two and one. Daniel Norris's pitching line brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. 2 2/3. 6 hits, 4 runs. Hasn't walked anybody. Struck out 3. 66 pitches for Norris. On the ground, foul again, and it's now 2 2.
Seen so many pitches belt high from Norris tonight. Look at the difference between a guy like Norris and then Miley. Now Miley just buries the ball down.
Sandoval hitting left-handed against lefties, really doing very well lately. 344 in his last 32 at bats against lefties. Hasn't been a problem. 2-2. And that was very close, but called the ball.
Oh, he missed that. He knows it. And this is got the plate easy. He has to reach back for it again. That's what ends up happening. You don't get it.
A broken back grounder, and to the backhand goes Castellanos. He throws and not in time. Nice play and a good pick by Avila at first base. Out of the dirt, but apparently late as Sandoval able to beat it out.
This took about a half an hour to develop this play. I thought he was going to have no chance to throw him out. He gets it all the way across the diamond. If he hadn't thrown it out to that side of the bag, he probably would have gotten him. Close play, but he's safe.
So 2 on now. A base hit for Sandoval in the infield. Red Sox now out hitting the Tigers 7-2. And it brings up Travis Shaw. Shaw flied out to left field in the second inning, 0 for 1. 7th member of the Red Sox about here in the 3rd inning against Norris. Another long inning for him.
I mean, that's an ugly breaking ball. I've seen a lot of bad pitches. Anybody can have a stinker outing, so it's hard to evaluate a kid like this. I haven't seen him that much, but that looked good tonight.
2-0. To right field, J.D. Martinez will make the catch that ends the inning. The Red Sox get 2 more in the 2-run home run by Big Papi. 4-0 Boston. Pitches for him through the first 3 innings, and he has given up 4 runs. More recently, the 2-run home run by David Ortiz.
Number 488. I guessed and I was right.
Now it's on here to the home half of the 3rd inning, and James McCann leading it off here for the Tigers. It's been a good night so far for Joe Kelly, who struck out 6 through the first 2 innings. DraftKings.com is paying out over $300 million this baseball season. DraftKings has given out $34 million to Boston residents alone since the site launched. Get your free entry into a one-day fantasy baseball contest today using promo code NESSN. 2-0.
Just missing on both of those.
278, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in for the Tigers catcher. Kelly grabbing the corner at 95 miles an hour.
Don't need much more than that if you put it on the dot out there.
Kelly coming in with a record of 3-6. 6.11 earned run average, his 18th start. Made 4 starts in the minor leagues this year as well.
Don't be walking anybody right now. Go after him.
Picks up the corner. Gave up 2 hits in the first inning to Kinsler and to Victor Martinez, both singles. Now ground ball right at Brock Holt. Had a lot of spin on it, knocked it down, and throws him out. It's time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Tom? All right, Tom, thanks very much. Pulled from the lineup just before the game tonight, and Napoli going back to the Texas Rangers.
It makes sense, you know, for the Rangers. He's comfortable there. He's had some good years there. I'm sure they had to eat some of that money because he's got $5 million left. So who knows who the player to be named later is, but that's good for Napoli.
Goes to a situation right now where the Rangers are 5.5 games back of the Astros in the West, with the Angels in between. And the Rangers are 2.5 back in the wild card.
So they're in it. I mean, they're in it for the division. They're in it for everything. They got Hamels, right? They're going at it.
Napoli certainly had a much better second half than he did in the first half with the Red Sox. So the wild card picture. He'll be joining a Rangers team 2.5 back.
And the Angels kind of faded a little bit, right? They got real hot.
Won just 3 of their last 10 games, as there is strikeout number 7 of the night for Joe Kelly.
The second time he punched out Ghost on a changeup.
So Mike Napoli, a .275 average in his 2 seasons with the Rangers, 221 games, 54 home runs with the Rangers, and again traded with cash for a player to be named later, or cash coming back to the Red Sox. So Napoli no longer a member of the Red Sox. And of the bearded brothers now gone for the Red Sox for the most part. You think about
about this ballpark right here. The bearded brother went bridge off of Verlander, the 1-0 game in that playoff game.
Blast.
Took somebody deep center, didn't he? Bomb into those hedges out there.
And you think about the way the Tigers have gone now, how different it could have been had they beaten the Red Sox in that series.
That was a big 1-0 game. It really was. But the big thing with the big slam was that whole playoff series was all about the slam off Benoit, period. But then again, the 1-0 game could have went either way.
Only 8 players remain from the 2013 team in the Red Sox organization at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've turned over their team too in Detroit, if you think about it.
Iglesias hits it on the ground to his counterpart, Xander Bogaerts. Joe Kelly having a good night so far. We're through 3, 4-0 Boston. Fourth inning back in Detroit, where the Red Sox on top 4-0. Ryan Hanigan, Jackie Bradley, and Brock Holt to bat in the inning. First pitch strike in there to Hanigan, getting his second look at Daniel Norris. As Ryan fouled out to the first baseman Alex Avila in the second inning. Tried to hold up, change his mind in the middle, and is down 0-2.
Breaking ball, one of the better breaking balls he's thrown. Most everything else has been belt high.
Oh, bouncing in well before the plate.
He's not long for this game anyway.
He came into this fourth inning having thrown 72 pitches through 39 in the first.
Thinks he's going to swing at this pitch in the dirt because of the last one, but you got to get it to home plate a little bit. A little closer.
A little further?
Yeah, just a little further.
This was back to the mound. Norris able to wheel around and grab it and throw out Hanigan for the first out here in the fourth inning. With award-winning customer service that puts you first, Eastern Bank is here to make your banking and your day easier. See how at easternbank.com. Here, your first Eastern Bank. One down in the fourth inning, and it brings up Jackie Bradley. On the ground and through into right field, a base hit. Well placed in between Kinsler and Avila on the right side of the infield, and a one-out single for Jackie Bradley.
I like the idea of him being more aggressive, right? I mean, taking a lot of pitches. Swing the bat. I mean, nothing's going to happen unless you swing the bat. You're not up here to get on base. We want to see if you can hit.
That's what he's got to prove right now. This is his time.
This is his time.
One out, one on. Brock Holt, the batter. Holt's 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out in the first, grounded out to first base in the third inning. 0 for 8 in the Yankees series, so far 0 for 10 on the road trip. Actually 0 for his last 16. Playing on a regular basis at second base in the absence of Dustin Pedroia.
This Norris kid doesn't really follow through. He stands up. It just seems like he just doesn't get all the way through it.
So he's kind of short arming it. The delivery is.
He doesn't get all the way through the throw. He's standing straight up and down.
Tonight's suits are designed by Joseph Abood, custom made in the USA. Fine Italian fabrics available at Men's Warehouse.
And across the street from the hotel in New York.
Right.
Hello.
1-2 pitch will have to wait. A soft toss to first.
That's useless. That toss.
11 out of 11. Jackie Bradley Jr. in his career. Held on at first base by Avila. 1 out, 1 on. Two and two.
Just another ugly throw. High.
On deck, Rusney Castillo. Red Sox batting here in the 4th inning. Alto fouled off to the left. We'll do it again. 2 and 2. But through tonight only, the Red Sox are waiving all processing fees for ticket orders. You don't have much time, so head to redsox.com to take advantage of this limited time only offer. 1 out, 1 on. Brock Holt battling here with a count of 2 and 2. Almost 82 pitches deep into his outing.
Boy, that was important. You better watch him over there.
So far, you are not enamored with Daniel Norris.
This prize left-hander is not doing anything for me.
Into right field, a base hit for Brock Holt. As Bradley headed towards third, will get there without a problem. And it's first and third with 1 out. Breaks up a string of 16 in a row. For Brock Holt, had been 0 for 16.
Here you're trying to. He throws over to first base. I don't know why. Meanwhile, ball's upstairs again. Line drive right field. Exactly what you should do with it. It should be the hook out for this kid about right now. We got Castillo at the plate. Who's the right-hander out there? Bring him in here.
Farmer had been up before. First and third now, 1 out. Rusney Castillo coming up. And here comes Brad Osmus. So here you go.
What was the drama? I mean, come on. Trot out there, will you?
Bounce around.
Bounce around. We all know he's done.
So out comes Osmus. That will be the night for Daniel Norris. With 1 out in the 4th inning, it's a 4-0 Red Sox lead. Family Pack is back this year from August 17th through August 23rd. Take the whole family to Fenway Park and get free parking, a free duck boat ride, and a free hot dog and Coke. Visit redsox.com/family pack for tickets. Well, Daniel Norris chased from this game, responsible for the two men on first and third with one out here in the fourth inning. And brings up Rusney Castillo with the new pitcher Buck Farmer in the game. Fifth appearance, 0-2. 4 stints in the big leagues this year with the Tigers. And the pitch in there for strike one. Ball from AAA Toledo at the end of July, the 27th of July for this most recent stint, his fourth, after he'd been optioned out on July the 11th. 7-3 at AAA with Toledo this year. Made his major league debut last year. Chop towards shortstop. Iglesias will go to second. And on the transfer, the ball comes out. Run will score as Bradley comes in from third to give the Red Sox a 5-0 lead. And you see Iglesias going to second base on the transfer. Kinsler dropped the baseball, so they do get the runner at second and Hull. Castillo will reach. It's 5-0 Boston.
I was amazed that he tried to go to second base. Look at that little flip, a little stylish little flip to Kinsler. He can't hold on, but he had held it long enough for the out. RBI by Castillo.
So Castillo on for the third time tonight at first base, reaching on the fielder's choice. And the Red Sox on top 5-0. That run charged to Norris. I was going to ask you about your thoughts on Daniel Norris, but I think I already know my answer.
Yeah, I don't want to make it any worse than it is. The guy had a bad outing, you know. But I had seen it from the jump street. Everything was up. It's going to happen.
Xander taking the strike. His second outing with his new team, the Tigers. That started against Baltimore in his first outing.
But you know, I'll tell you what, you give up David Price, I gotta have something. I gotta have something big. Don't you? You know, they did it before, right? Detroit sent Drew Smiley to Tampa to get David Price from Tampa. And Drew Smiley started off real good, right? But
yes,
then he hurt his arm. But he looked like, ooh, that was a nice piece to get from Detroit. He may very well be a good pitcher going forward. I don't know. But you've got to get something from Toronto. This kid may be the real deal. But right now, he had a bad night.
It's down 0-2. He is single to left and flied out to the warning track in left field. In the dirt, gathered by McCann, and throwing to first base. Not only did he gather it, but he got rid of it. Trying to pick off Castillo, napping at first.
We talked about this kid that's got a gun, and he shows it off right here. Pick, little flick of the wrist, boom, right there.
The home plate umpire looking into the dugout area. I don't know if he was waiting for Osmus or not, whether or not he was going to challenge that play at first. I don't think so. I don't think it was that close.
No. Almost like the umpire wants to ask him, do you want to challenge it? I'll let you know.
Strike three call. Bogart's frozen, and that will end the inning. Red Sox tack on another run. Take a 5-0 lead. Putting people and communities first, Eastern Bank helps make good things happen. Watch how good things are happening to local people at easternbank.com/goodthingshappen. Back in Detroit, Joe Kelly back on the hill. 7 strikeouts through the first 3. Ian Kinsler has one of the 2 hits off him in the game, and Kinsler leads it off here in the 4th inning. Former Texas Ranger Ian Kinsler single to center field in the first. Just joining us tonight, Mike Napoli traded away to the Texas Rangers for cash considerations.
You wonder what does that open up? You know, I know Travis Shaw plays first base, but a few more options there at first.
This is hit hard again into left field, and Kinsler is 2 for 2.
Boy, Kinsler's been swinging the bat hard lately and continues tonight. He jumps on fastballs. He is quick. Fastball down. Down gets it. Shoots a bullet to left field. Can't throw a fastball by him.
So Kinsler at first base with nobody out, and Victor Martinez the batter. Victor singled to right field in the first inning.
I think he wanted that. Victor takes his time trying to get in there, doesn't he? He has to be really comfortable.
Very
really comfortable.
Uniform's got to feel good.
That's right.
Drives this out towards deep right center field. Bradley on the run, and Jackie out there in right center field, able to flag it down. Throw to first, and almost made it a double play. He covered all kinds of ground to get out there in right center. And almost picked off Kinsler at first base.
I thought there's no way he's going to get to this ball. This ball's in the gap. I mean, it's up in the air a little bit. But he chases this ball down easy. He makes it look routine, and when he comes to a stop, he just launches this ball. Look at him. He goes a long ways for this. It's an easy play for him. He stops and just launches it all the way in the air. Look at this. Bang, bang, safe. Kinsler thought he wasn't going to catch it. He wouldn't have went around second base.
Almost a double play. Instead, 1 out, 1 on. And here's J.D. Martinez as would move over to first base that time. Kinsler diving back to the bag. Kinsler rounded second and to re-tag it.
Look at, he's jogging. You better get going. Hello. Fairly close play. That wasn't even a tough play for him. He wasn't fully extended, anything like that crazy.
Bounce in, picked on the backhand by Hannigan.
Well, you have to have a good center fielder playing this ballpark. I mean, there is so much ground to cover.
And a guy can go get it. I mean,
yes.
You think about the guys who have played center field here over the years. Curtis Granderson did it for a while. Austin Jackson was here for a while.
Ghost can go get it too.
Yes,
He's got some good speed.
Former Toronto Blue Jay in center field now. Rajay Davis at times.
Yep.
He certainly can go get it.
Featured a lot of off-speed stuff tonight. Punched out 7 guys on all off-speed stuff. All the punch-outs, he puts them away with off-speed.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. J.D. Martinez, a strikeout victim in the first.
Punched him out on 2 breaking balls last time up. Might as well do it again. What do you got? There's a 3 in there, isn't there?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. This will be a biter down. No.
Hold off to the right, out of play. Think about outfield assists. Last year, Jackie Bradley had 13 outfield assists in his time with the Red Sox.
I mean, it's a shame that he hasn't been able to hit in the big leagues. It really is. I mean, he's swung the bat so well, especially this year in AAA, right? And before that. And he's got a... No, he hasn't had really a decent chance this year. His chance was last year when he hit under 200.
In the air to deep left center field. On the run is Bradley. That ball is gone. 2-run home run for J.D. Martinez, his 30th home run of the year. And the Tigers on the board as they get 2 back. It's 5-2 Boston.
This guy's got some kind of power. You see this pitch from a breaking ball, the previous pitch that wasn't that good. I have a feeling it's another one. Yeah, it's a roller. It's like a curveball, not a slider. And it was ugly. And he'd seen enough breaking balls. You throw him a bad one, he's going to deposit it right there. 30 jacks.
Now Tyler Collins. A big swing and a miss for strike 1. So 30 home runs, RBI 72 and 73 on the year for J.D. Martinez.
Those breaking balls go a long ways.
Now Collins, a little pop up. Out goes Bogarts, can't catch it. Throwing the brakes on around first is Collins, and back to first to go.
Hurt, man. I tell you what, he laid out on that. I'm surprised he even got that close to it. I mean, he was on his horse trying to get there. I mean, this is a absolute hustle play. You got to love this as a pitcher, watching him just trying to get to this ball. He nicked his glove. He just couldn't get there in time. Look at this. Lands on his belly like he's swimming. Just hope he didn't hurt himself. That couldn't have felt good. I mean, he got there. He did not give up on that.
So a runner at first, 1 down. And Nick Castellanos, the batter, he struck out swinging in the second inning. Look at that bid by Xander Bogaerts.
I mean, he was off to the races as soon as that ball went up. I mean, he almost caught that ball.
Yeah, the only shot.
I think it knocked the wind out of him a little bit.
Castellanos with a swing and a miss.
It's funny that ball came right into his hand, huh?
Appears to be okay. Ball and a strike here to Castellanos.
He's got to be careful with his breaking ball.
The breaking ball cost him in this inning. J.D. Martinez with a hanger. Takes it out of the yard to left center field. Now a fly ball to left. Hanley Ramirez will make the catch in deep left field. And the second out of the inning. Back to first goes Collins. 2 down.
This guy's sitting on his breaking ball is what they're doing, and if he doesn't throw a good one, that's what can happen.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC and Steve Lyons will break down tonight's game. You'll hear from Joe Kelly. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason? 2 down here in the 4th inning. Going to bring up Alex Avila. Struck out swinging in the second inning, 0 for 1. Throw to first, and that was pretty close. Looked like they had him.
He didn't even move when he turned to throw. He hadn't even started to move back.
So if John Farrell's going to challenge this or not. Looked like they got him.
He didn't even move. He's out. Huh? Is his foot in?
Trying to look at his foot. He's out, I think.
He's out. He's out. Unless they think
John Farrell, he's going to challenge it.
Yeah, his spike. He hadn't hit the bag yet.
You want to check the out safe at first?
Joe Kelly with 2 career pickoffs. That was in 2012. As a member of the St. Louis Cardinals.
You get picked off there, you should be released.
On site?
On site, that's it. You're out of here. What are you doing?
So they're going to check it out here. John Farrell has challenged the play. We'll get another look.
Is this inconclusive because the spike might be on the thing, and I don't know if he's tagged him.
He hasn't tagged him yet.
You see what I mean? He maybe hadn't tagged him yet. That's not conclusive to me. Right?
No, not in that look.
Right. This might be better. It's when he tagged it. And when did he get him? The contact, it looked like he tagged him earlier, but.
Yeah, I thought he might have tagged him earlier than that, but apparently maybe not.
Maybe not. I'm not putting the ranch on this one.
No.
Can't do it.
Crowd looking on it, the big screen here in Detroit. Ted Barrett is the crew chief. And he's the one that made the call, first base umpire. Very late reaction at first base by Tyler Collins. Call on the field was that he was safe. Red Sox challenging that.
Inconclusive.
If that's the case, he'll stay with the safe on the field. We'll see.
Rung him up.
Now they're calling him out. Wow. So it's overturned. And that will end the inning. So third pickoff for Kelly of his career. Picks off Collins, ends the inning. Tigers get 2, 5-2 Boston. Back in Detroit as a couple of runs in for the Tigers. J.D. Martinez with a 2-run home run. Tigers are now shifting on Ortiz, and into the shift. David grounds out right side for the first out of the 5th inning. Kinsler, the second baseman that time. Also had the third baseman in Castellanos over on the right side. They didn't shift the first 2 times, but with nobody on, they did.
Right. Look at this. I thought this was the bomb, but the defense right there. It all changes if a guy's on first base, and you got to have a guy closer to play for a double play ball, I guess. But other teams don't do that.
Other teams shifting on him all the time.
Yes.
So 1 out here in the 5th, and it brings up Hanley Ramirez. He's hit the ball hard twice. And of course, that was against Daniel Norris, who is charged with the 5 runs Red Sox have tonight. Norris went 3 1/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 3. Came into tonight's action individually at 2-1. Buck Farmer has been in since. And Hanley goes down after fouling it off himself.
Boy, that happens to him a lot. He never has that guard down there on his foot, does he? I don't remember him ever having it, but this does happen a lot.
Sai Takahashi, the trainer, out to check on him. He has fouled a few off that shin recently. Kept him out of the lineup.
Off his toe.
Yeah, that one's on the photo. Looked like, yeah, you're right.
And that looks serious. That looks like he's done or something. What's he want?
Somebody to get him something.
Somebody give me something. Relieve me. Please.
He wants that guard to put on now.
There it is. Finally, huh? I wonder why he doesn't have it on all the time.
That's
right?
a good idea.
I think he'd like to do that before.
That's his helmet, ready to go to work. As he hobbles his way back. Hanley batting with 1 out, bases empty here in the inning. Red Sox on top 5-2.
Boy, he can hit the ball as hard as anybody.
Couple of hard hit balls tonight, a double and a single. And he has driven in 2 runs tonight. RBIs 52 and 53 for Hanley Ramirez. Farmer got the last 2 outs of the 4th inning. That's the first out here in the 5th. 2-2. Well, hey, Red Sox Nation, start earning rewards for every Dunkin' run. Enroll any DD card online at ddperks.com. Enjoy your free beverage upon enrolling and start earning rewards today. The Red Sox run on Dunkin'. 1 out in the 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez. And a ground ball to deep third. Castellanos with a long throw that gets there just in time to get Hanley.
Well, he got down the line,
yes,
didn't he?
Did.
Man, he was getting it.
Injured foot or not.
Never seen him go down line that fast, let alone limping around. Look at him go. This ball's deep into the hole. It's a long throw across the diamond, and he's close. Bang, bang at first. He was getting it. Look at him go. Look at that. As hard as I've ever seen him run.
Almost beat it out, but he is out. 2 down in the inning now. Pablo Sandoval. Pablo striking out swinging in the first, reached on an infield hit in the 3rd. As one of the 9 Red Sox hits compiled tonight.
Got a funky delivery. Farmer, a little sinker baller. It's like he's shoving the ball down there.
3-0 to Pablo Sandoval. And he's swinging 3-0 and fouls it off the catcher, James McCann. Umpire giving a little extra time, James Hoy. So this one got him pretty good.
Underneath his mask.
Ball 4, and down to first base goes Sandoval. So Sandoval drawing a walk. A 2-out walk here in the top of the 5th inning. First walk given up by Tigers pitching. Check in with Garen.
Thanks, Don. Travis Shaw was excited to be in the lineup, and I talked to him earlier today, and he said he's feeling really good and very comfortable right now. He said he's trying to make the most of every opportunity that he gets, and it was really a relief to have a breakout game like he had last Saturday. Don Eck looks like he's going to have a lot more opportunity now that Mike Napoli's been traded to the Texas Rangers.
That has opened up a spot for him, and we kind of wondered whether we'd see him in the ballgame the other night, game 2 of the series against the Yankees, and did get an at-bat last night, a base hit off Andrew Miller in the ballgame, and now has a chance to play.
Well, you know, they're not afraid to put him at third either.
No.
We talked about that before the game.
He was scheduled to play there tonight.
Right.
Back towards the mound, and Farmer fires to first for the out that ends the inning. Halfway through the ballgame, it's 5-2 Red Sox. The 75 season in their 110th game, the Red Sox lost to the Orioles 3-0. Jim Palmer pitched a complete game shutout for the Orioles, and I bet you he remembers every pitch of that game. He can tell you exactly what he did.
Oh, yeah. On his way to his 3rd Cy Young, right? He did win the Cy Young that year, I believe.
I know you guys are close. It is amazing to me anytime you talk to Jim Palmer how much he remembers everything.
He starts chirping. I don't even know what he's talking about. He's talking about a 3-2 count, 1967, 2 guys on, and it's always good. It's always about him. And he always comes out good on it. He's not going to talk about when he threw bad, ever. Didn't throw bad that often in his kind of career.
Never?
He never gave up a grand slam.
That's
right?
exactly where I was going. Never did.
Right. Like we just saw Jack Morris give up 2 back-to-back innings. Didn't they have that earlier they were talking about? That's the first thing I thought about. Every time somebody hits a grand slam, he comes to mind. And that's tough to do, especially with 4,000 innings. I mean, he's out there a long time. He'd rather walk the guy in and give up a slam, right?
Alex Avila leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Tigers. You could throw out a random guy, you know.
Yeah.
How'd this guy do against you? He'd tell you exactly.
Oh, totally.
I wonder how much of that is recollection, how much he's gone back and looked.
No, he's just got a great memory. You know, you talk about guys who have to write it down.
Yeah.
He probably never had to write anything down.
No notes. 1-2 pitch is outside.
You know, we've seen some good off-speed stuff by Kelly tonight. You know, I mean, the 7 punch-outs are change-ups and sliders, and, you know, he's gotten away from having to throw 98 miles an hour, right? I mean, we've seen perfect examples tonight.
Yeah, he's been 94 sometimes, and it seems to work just fine for him. Racked up a bunch of strikeouts early in this contest. Struck out 6 in the first 2 innings. He has 7 total, working now here in the bottom of the 5th. There's ball 4. First walk of the night allowed by Kelly.
Kind of an ugly pitch there. Well, you know, you got a 3-run lead. Vila's not the greatest hitter, and he throws him a changeup, kind of shoves it. Now, think about it. You throw the ball so hard, and every time you a 3-2 pitch. This is not a good pitch. Changeup, you know.
You don't like the pitch selection?
No, selection. Go after him.
So lead runner on here for Detroit. Second time in 5 innings that's been the case. Cam grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. Fires it foul off to the right, out of play. That's 27 games. McCann hitting at .320 for the Tigers.
It's a big kid up there too now. He looks like a giant. Look at him. He's be 6'4". Wear your socks up like that makes you look taller.
This on the ground and by the dive of Bogaerts into left field. All of a sudden the Tigers will bring the tying run to the plate here as the 8-9 men have both reached in the inning.
Everybody's looking off speed now because he's thrown so many breaking balls. This ball's kind of a roller. See, like another curveball up, belt high. Oh, you know, you see Bogaerts almost gets to that, but that pitch was so hittable.
You asked about his height. He's 6'2" is what they list him as.
Well, his socks, he wears his socks like that. He looks 6'4". That's what I should have done, maybe.
Yeah.
I look like a monster out there.
Yeah.
I would never wear my socks like that. I would have been caught dead with socks like that.
This is a man who wore white cleats at one point.
Oh, I thought that
They
was
love
styling,
the
man.
white cleats.
Yeah. I always loved those. Make you look fast.
Well, I missed you when we went out to Oakland this year because we didn't have the. We were out there. You lost a couple times.
Did I?
On the mascot races were.
Yeah, the only reason why they let me win is because I was there.
That might have been the case. You know who was really upset that he lost was Ricky Henderson.
Really?
He was there, and he lost.
Why doesn't he just run around?
He should. He looked like he could. He looked like he was in great shape when we were there.
We should have him go from base to base, headlong dive like he used to all the time.
Joe Kelly's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 + 6 hits, 2 runs. Right now has 2 men on, a walk and a single. Anthony Ghost, the batter, and he'll take a pitch for ball 1.
This is crunch time right now here for Kelly. That walk to me hurt him. And hangs a breaking ball base hit.
Hill at second base, McCann at first. Good swing there from Ghost, a fastball by him.
By him. This is what it always comes to with Kelly, you know? 5-0 lead, and next thing you know, the team's back in it.
Line caught. It'll be 2. Double play right there as Avila was off at second base on the liner. And it's a double play lined into by Anthony Gose.
That is a beautiful thing. Breaking ball, hits it on the nose, right at Holt. Avila takes off, doesn't even think about letting the ball go through like you're supposed to. Easy double play.
So 2 down.
He may have not gotten back Avila, but that's bad base running.
Iglesias will take strike 1. Can remains at first base with 2 down in the inning. Iglesias getting his 3rd look at Kelly. He has struck out swinging and grounded out to shortstop.
Got a little good fortune. Doesn't hurt any pitcher, I'm telling you.
Lots of room in left center with Bradley playing shallow and into right center.
Hanley's deep, isn't he?
Plays deep a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think he really feels all that comfortable going back.
Right.
Much more comfortable coming in. And as a result, his placement generally is deep.
He can kill some grass out there, I bet. It's one little spot. It doesn't change lanes.
One, 2. That one is fouled off at the dish. And a lot of conversation earlier this year. If Napoli were to go at the trade deadline, whether or not that would open up a spot for perhaps a position change for somebody. Maybe a Sandoval, maybe a Hanley Ramirez is a possibility.
I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. Not that he's playing great in left field, but I think it'd be worse at first. Everybody thinks it's so easy to play first base. You think because he played shortstop, no big deal. Let's go pick it at first. But I don't think so. That's just my opinion.
Time called. 1 and 2 here to Iglesias. On the ground at first, it's picked there by Shaw. He'll tag the bag to end the inning. We are through 5. It's 5-2 Red Sox. Let's take a look at the Red Sox box score.
You put fairness first.
18th and 19th in Nesson for coverage of the WEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation and sponsored in part by your Eastern Lexus dealers. Back at Comerica Park in Detroit. Into the 6th inning we go. 5-2 Red Sox on top. Ryan Hannigan leading it off here for Boston. Swinging to the first pitch, pops it up, foul ground. There's a fair amount of it here, but this is back into the seats.
This is more than a fair ballpark. I could have pitched here.
Yeah, you got the foul ground. You got
bullpens are. Up and in, and Hannigan gets hit. On the first he goes. Any technical difficulties tonight from Detroit that we are experiencing?
As they check on Hannigan here.
He needs to wear a pad. That's what he needs to do, right? Everybody else does.
Elbow.
I'm getting me an elbow pad.
I'm going up there with all kinds of armor if I'm going up there.
Like Canseco and Mo Vaughn and all that stuff.
All
right?
that stuff.
It's crazy.
I'd be wrapped in everything.
Why not?
Yeah.
And so you can go diving, right?
No. Just in case I get hit.
You're still going to bail.
Yeah. Anyone ever worn shoulder pads to the plate? And Hannigan hit by a pitch to begin things here in the 6th inning. Jackie Bradley's third AB of the night.
Jackie's got a pad on, see?
He's got it on the shin. He also got one on the elbow.
Elbow. That's important. Look at this. Taking a bunt twice.
Looking down to Brian Butterfield to give the signs.
There was a time when they didn't want Jackie to bunt because he couldn't bunt. Got to the point where we're saying, I know it's a time to bunt, but he can't bunt, so I can't put on the bunt sign.
Not bunting now as he swings away.
Like you said yesterday, remember the Yankees were having bunting practice?
Yes, like an hour.
You ever see that?
No, that's the first time I'd seen that.
Right.
I mean, the entire team out there.
Right.
For a long time.
It wasn't just one little guy like Gardner or something that likes to practice bunting. They had them all out there.
The whole team.
And it wasn't pitchers.
On the ground foul, and it evens up now at 2-2. Buck Farmer's been in the game since the 4th inning. Top of the order, Brock Holt waiting on deck here for Boston as they bat in the 6th. Red Sox struggling on to a 3-run lead, batting in the 6th inning. On the ground, right side, it'll be Kinsler going to second for the lead runner. And the first out of the inning as they're able to get Hannigan. Bradley grounding into the fielder's choice.
Didn't give him a good enough feed, Kinsler, to Iglesias. He said, forget about it. It's going to be hard to turn this thing anyway, but you see the ground ball that he has to go to his left to get. He spins and throws, but a bad throw, bad feed. Iglesias says, don't even think about it. Almost like,
One out, one on. And Brock Holt, the batter. Brock tonight has struck out swinging, grounded out to first. Last time up, singled to right, broke up a string of 16 hitless appearances at the plate.
You don't think they'd ever get rid of Brock Holt, would you? I mean, that would be
Brock star.
Imagine that, really, because I know he's got value. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, making the All-Star team, but somebody out there would want him. I would take something for them They would not.
I would think so because there's so much value to him.
Yeah. But I don't think the Red Sox would want to get rid of him.
I don't
think it makes any sense. Obviously, you don't know who you're going to get in return, but
I think that would have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, he makes no money. So this is about offing money this time of the year. They saved what, $1 million with Victorino, and I don't know what they've saved with Napoli. We'll find out.
Yeah, we don't know. It is cash considerations.
Right.
Again, if you are just joining us tonight, Mike Napoli scratched for the game, traded to the Texas Rangers for a player to be named later, or cash considerations. For the first, and back to the bag is Bradley again. That Mike Napoli thought at the time, once he got by the trade deadline and was not traded, perhaps he would not be traded, but it didn't work out that way. He was.
He showed some signs just enough, didn't he?
Yep, right after that. Fly ball center field. Anthony goes backpedaling to make the catch for the second out of the inning as Bradley back to the bag at first. 2 down. Well, on Sunday, the Zach Brown Band will play their 3rd consecutive night in concert at Fenway Park. Visit redsox.com/Zach Brown to get your tickets before they sell out. 2 down with Bradley at first and Rusney Castillo. 2-hit night tonight. Single to short in the first, single to right in the third before grounding into a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. Farmer's done a pretty good job of quieting down this Red Sox offense that started well tonight against the starter Daniel Norris. All 5 runs the Red Sox have against Norris.
It seems like they got more off of Norris. Maybe that's because I was hooting on the kid so much that it sounded like it was worse,
Back to the bag again is Bradley.
Bradley could take a shot at trying to steal a bag here, but this kid behind the plate has one of the best arms in the game. Kind of unheard of. No one's really heard of McCann.
And now to talk to Farmer here. Big crowd here tonight in Detroit. Red Sox and Tigers. The first of 3.
Boy, we've been seeing some full houses, huh?
Yes, we have.
Yankee Stadium. That's a lot of people. Probably 150,000 people for a 3-game series.
Yeah, close to it. A little over 48,000 every night. 3-game series in New York. This is up the middle. Iglesias will not get it. It's into center field. A base hit. Rusney Castillo with his 3rd hit of the night as Bradley takes second base.
He's not exactly launching balls anywhere, but a lot of ground ball base hits. He'll take it. Just right up the middle. High fastball, ground ball. Iglesias just gives up on it. Says no way you could get there. 3rd hit on the night. Castillo.
3rd 3-hit game of the season for Rusney. And again, McCann going out as they prepare to deal with Xander Bogaerts this time. A lot of meetings.
If you go out to talk to the pitcher, the catcher, you have to run.
And now up comes the pitching coach, so we'll have another meeting.
Obviously, the reliever wasn't warmed up. They're trying to hurry up and get him going.
Roll up in the pen now.
They need that left-hander ready for Ortiz.
He just got up, too.
Right.
So they're trying to buy it all the time they possibly can.
One thing goes wrong, he's not ahead of the game here. Osmus, he's just thinking, uh-oh, we need a left-hander now to get out Ortiz.
And of course, Jim Leland retiring. Brad Osmus stepping into that job.
You talk about a lot of the players having left the Red Sox. I mean, they blew up that rotation. You think about it. They traded Pfister, right? That was a weird trade to Washington. I didn't like that trade for them. In fact, the kid out and warming up, Kroll, was part of it.
2 down here in the inning. Runners at first and second for Bogaerts. Xander chops one by the dive of the third baseman Castellanos. Around from second comes Bradley. He'll score. From first, Rusde Castillo will try and score, and will without a problem. It is a 2-run double for Xander Bogaerts, and the Red Sox up their lead to 7-2.
That's what the Red Sox haven't been able to do, is open the game up. Big hit by Xander. You know, he pulled the ball the first time up for a base hit. Get so used to him hitting the ball the other way, but look at this pitch, kind of a sinker that stays up, and he yanks it down the line there, out of the reach of the third baseman. You see the dive over there, just kind of a lazy dive, gets by him, and you know it gets down the line. This ballpark, 345, makes it easy for Castillo to score. 7-2 Red Sox.
I got to put David on with first base open. So the intentional walk for Ortiz. He'll take their chances with Hanley Ramirez.
Sometimes that's the way the Red Sox play the game. They just don't open it up when they can. Let the team back into the game, right?
This will be the 10th intentional walk of the year for David Ortiz. And in those games, seems like Joe Kelly's been pitching a lot of them.
Right.
Well, they haven't put teams away, and then he
gives it back up.
Away
and he almost did last inning.
Well, it's time now for tonight's Twisted but True Fact. David Ortiz has hit more home runs than any visiting player at Comerica Park. It's now 20, which opened in 2000. Twisted Tea is the hard iced tea. Tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. The surprising part about that is that the Red Sox are not in the Tigers division. You think it'd be somebody else in the American League Central.
Well, he wears them out, huh? 53 games, 20 jacks. Ooh, that's like 60 over the course of a season.
He likes it here at Comerica Park.
Yeah, it's a big yard, too.
So 2 on, 2 runs in, 2 outs. And Hanley Ramirez, the batter. After the first pitch, fouls it off to the right. Hanley doubled in the first inning to drive in 2 runs. He got the scoring started. Singled in the third, grounded out to third in the 5th. Seventh batter of the inning. And a fly ball to center field. Shallow, Ghost coming in. He was playing shallow anyway, and he makes the catch and ends the inning. Red Sox get 2 more, take a 7-2 lead. fireworks in the Tigers dugout in between innings as Jose Iglesias getting into it with the catcher.
What in the world was that?
James McCann of the Tigers, who kind of went after Iglesias. And some shoving in the dugout. They had to be separated. I'm trying to think what took place in that inning. You're talking about the dive at third base, but that was the third baseman Castellanos.
I'm talking about
there.
The base hit by Castillo up the middle that he didn't even really attempt to go after.
Play?
No.
Oh,
just a base hit up the middle, remember?
Yep.
And he just sort of, I'm thinking anything at him he's going to dive at. He didn't. I'm just guessing. And maybe McCann called him out.
2-0 pitch is grounded foul towards the end of that dugout that was busy between. This is in between innings. Now McCann yelling in the direction there, and Iglesias shoving him, and later Iglesias will throw his glove in his direction after they get separated.
I mean, what else could it be? Because there's only a couple of plays I could think of.
I'd like to get another look at that play up the middle.
Right.
See if that's what he's talking about.
I wonder.
He didn't knock it down.
Right, because I'm thinking that he's got to make an attempt on that. That was my first thought. And I don't know what happened on the relay on that double down the line either. So it's just not pretty seeing something like that in the dugout. That's wrong.
3-1 pitch is high for ball 4.
That's
leadoff
wrong
walk
too.
for Kinsler. Second straight inning now that Kelly has walked the lead runner.
You can't walk the leadoff runner.
Well, there have been issues here over the years with Iglesias, and sometimes, and I remember talking to Jim Leland about this when he was the manager of the Tigers, that they felt as if he was kind of styling a little bit, hot dogging a little bit.
Oh, he can style.
You know, and that they'd rather make the good play, the correct play, and it's rather than have that, and that was a problem at times. It was costing him, working against him. But
I wish I knew. I mean, I'm just guessing.
We'll take a look at that Castillo single we were talking about as a possibility in a moment. This was a ground ball back up the middle. Maybe this.
Look at this. He's
kind of gave up on it, but
he read it and said, "I can't get there."
Yeah.
But for a kid like him, you think he can get to everything. Now, I don't know what happened, but he was pointing. The catcher was pointing out to the outfield. That play happened so much earlier because the double after that's what cost him.
Now Victor Martinez with a runner at first and nobody out.
Meanwhile, he can't throw strikes, Kelly.
Ball's behind 2-0 after walking the leadoff hitter.
This is like a pumpkin piece 6 inning, you know?
Now, I know most of your vocabulary. I don't know pumpkin piece. What is a pumpkin
Well,
piece?
you turn into a pumpkin. All of a sudden, you're just like Cinderella. You know what I mean? Like,
I got it.
Bam.
It's midnight.
It's midnight. The 6th inning is midnight. Get it?
I get it now. Yeah. Thank you. I wasn't sure.
Right.
I pretty much knew all your stuff. That was new.
Right.
2-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Didn't have to be.
Oh, generous.
And you got this big hairy guy on deck that can go yard. Not that hairy guy.
Bobby Ross in the pen. He has generally been first up. We have seen lately out of that pen for the Red Sox. Saw twice in New York.
Yeah.
Over to first base, back to the bag is Kinsler. Things have calmed down in the Tigers dugout. Some fireworks in between innings.
Man. I think the Tigers know you can't get picked off anymore. So that's not going to work.
Earlier this year, we saw the Wade Miley outburst with John Farrell in Baltimore. And, you hear from players, and you know this probably better than anybody, that this happens all the time, but not always in the view of cameras.
Right.
I mean, how often does it happen? I mean, in the clubhouse and around where we don't see.
Right, it happens, but you're not supposed to do it there. But guys do stuff, like if you're calling me out, it's like, what am I going to do? Keep calm and say, let's take this upstairs?
Right.
You snap.
It's going to happen right there, right now.
And next thing you know, it is. Everybody did calm down in a hurry, didn't they?
Got people in the way.
Yeah.
Able to separate it.
We'll find out. We may not know tonight, but we'll know what happened tomorrow.
Fly ball struck well to center field. Bradley heading back to make the catch. That big center field goes out to 420 out there. And Jackie Bradley out to make the catch on Martinez. Well, stay tuned. Following WB Mason Extra Innings Live, a Red Sox final. TC and Steve Lyons will break down the AL East race between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. That's tonight on Red Sox Final, presented by Uno's. The only other thing I could think about was the possible double play ball that he kind of gave up on.
It was a bad feed.
It was a bad feed, terrible. A, and B, I don't think he was going to get who was running Bradley at the time.
Right, he wasn't going to get him. No.
Yeah, any chance. Past that, I really can't think of anything that took place that inning that would have annoyed McCann. Fly ball to right field this time. Castillo back onto the track, and it's going to be off the wall. To third base is Kinsler. He'll be stopped there. Throw goes there, and he will be back to the bag. It is a double to right for J.D. Martinez, who continues to swing a hot bat, and that time goes to right center.
Kinsler's going to score easy on this ball. If there was one out, he had to hold up 2 outs. He scores easy. But this ball's hit a long way. I told you he can hit the ball out everywhere, this guy. Ball goes to the deepest part of the ballpark out there in right center, and Bradley can't get it. Nobody can. Nice little hop, gets it into the cutoff man, and you see him overran third base, and they threw back, almost got him at third, but he had to wait till that ball hit the ground, or he would have scored.
That is the night for Joe Kelly, as John Farrell out to make the pitching change with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Tigers threatening again with runners at second and third. The pitching change from Comerica Park. Out of this game with runners at second and third. He is responsible for those runners. So far has allowed 2 runs on the night. Former Tiger Rick Porcello alongside there talking to Joe Kelly as Red Sox switch up pitchers here in the 6th inning. Robbie Ross into his 33rd game of the year, 0-1 with a 4.04 earned run average, 34 strikeouts, 16 walks, and opponents hitting at .259 against him. Rajay Davis pinch hitting here for Tyler Collins.
It's almost identical to where he came in with guys on second and third the other night when he relieved Owens, remember, after Rodriguez hit the double.
Coming in some tough spots Davis tardy on that. Off the bench and pinch hitting here for Collins, who had been 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the 4th inning. Three for 32 since May 26th with runners in scoring position. And Davis down 0-2. It's Kinsler at third, J.D. Martinez at second with 1 out.
Oh,
that one almost got away.
Almost ripped his arm off trying to snatch this ball, huh? Look at this. 0-2, I mean, whoa.
One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Rajai Davis strikes out. So Ross needed a strikeout right there, and he gets it for out number 2 of the inning.
Hard slider down and in. Gets the strikeout, swings over the top of it. That's what he features. He throws the ball pretty hard for a little guy.
So 2 down, second and third, and it brings up Nick Castellanos. Castellanos struck out in the second, flied out to left in the 4th inning. And that one, swing and a miss.
Just hard cutter, slider down and in. Got it working.
1, 2, 3, 8th inning last night at New York. Got Teixeira and Young to ground out. Struck out Chase Headley to end the inning in the work that Robbie Ross had last night. Inning started with Kinsler walking. Martinez fly to center. Double for J.D. Martinez off the wall in right center. Out goes Kelly. In comes Ross, who strikes out the pinch hitter Rajai Davis. Now Nick Castellanos. 1-1 pitch. There's ball 2. Ball 3, 3-1.
Got a base open, Avila on deck. Wonder who they would pinch hit for Avila. Haven't got much on the bench. Romine. Can't think of anybody else.
This one fouled back to the screen. We had more in between innings we had earlier. That was after the altercation that took place in between innings. Ken just kind of blew him off, and then Iglesias coming back through again. Jeff Jones, the pitching coach, in between. So this is over. On the ground, back through, but to second baseman Brock Holt. His throw in time, and Robbie Ross does a nice job. Comes in with 1 out, second and third, gets out of it. 7-2. Sports Today, Jamison Coyle and Gary Streisky will have a complete recap from Patriots training camp. That's tonight on NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do. Well, some changes for the Tigers as we play along to the 7th inning. Rajay Davis, who pinch hit for Tyler Collins, takes over for him in left field. Pablo Sandoval leading it off here for Boston in the 7th inning. And Pablo takes strike one from the new pitcher, Ian Kroll, into the game. They've been warming up last inning. 25th appearance, 1-3, 5.49 earned run average, 20 strikeouts, 12 walks. Opponents hitting at .313 against him. Ground ball to the first baseman, Avila. He'll take it himself to the bag for out number 1 of the inning. So Sandoval retired, and that'll bring up Travis Shaw. Shaw tonight 0 for 3. Fly to left, line to right, and grounded back to the mound. Cole's only given up 2 runs in his last 12 appearances. Better lately as he misses up high.
I got to look up that trade with Pfister. I mean, he was part of that deal. Just one of them. That's all I remember. It didn't seem like a good deal to me. Pfister, to me, I think a lot of them. I think he's a real good pitcher.
Okay, he was acquired by the Tigers from Washington along with Steve Lombardozzi.
Right, Lombardozzi, who was not, just an average utility player.
And Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray's the left-hander that's with Arizona now.
In exchange for Doug Pfister. And yeah, Pfister was the only one going the other way.
And Robbie Ray's got a good arm. So that's what was a big part of that deal. But they offed him somewhere else to Arizona. A good breaking ball right there.
Deal made December 2nd of 2013.
See why he's tough on left-handers.
2-2 pitch. And that one fouled back by Shaw. That one was biting in on him. Blake Swihart has come out on deck here for Ryan Hannigan. Fly ball, shallow right. Out goes Kinsler. The second baseman makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Well, it's time to check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question. Tonight we asked, should baseball expand the number of playoff teams? Eck said no immediately.
90% no.
It's going up. 81. How's 81?
That's good enough, I guess.
Yep. No, there are plenty. I do like the second wild card, though. I think that adds a lot. Even
yeah, I do too. But
one-game playoff scenario.
The one-game playoff scenario.
That's
hard. I don't like it. They haven't got enough time.
It's
next thing you know,
exciting,
I know it is exciting. You're right.
And there are more teams involved than would be otherwise.
In a perfect world, it would be best 2 out of 3, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
But next thing you know, it's the middle of November.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
I get it.
On a strike here to Swihart. Pinch hitting for Ryan Hannigan.
You'd have to admit Kelly pitched good tonight, right?
Yes, I would say so.
I'd say so. Come out of the gate punching out 7 guys. Gave up a home run and then sort of ran out of gas there in the 6th. But good appearance for him.
Sounded like a broken bat, but it's a liner to left field for a base hit. Swihart with a pinch hit single here with 2 down in the 7th inning. Gene Machi up in the pen right now for the Red Sox, has been warming. Boston has used Robbie Ross so far. Al Albuquerque up in the other pen. Tigers have action. So 2 down, and Swihart at first base. In there for strike 1 to Bradley Jr. Generally don't see a catcher hit for, even with a new pitcher out there on the mound. This was Hannigan being hit earlier in the game in the elbow. It may have tightened up on him.
Yeah, he got him in the bone.
Swihart pinch hitting for him here in the 7th.
I'm telling you, he needs one of those elbow pads. Why will you not wear one?
I bet you he does now.
I bet you he does now.
Bradley has struck out, singled, and scored. Reached on a fielder's choice last time up and scored. And now grounds 1 foul. You know, strange, there's kind of a chill in the air here tonight in Detroit. It's in the low 70s when we get started.
I like it.
Swing and a miss, and Bradley strikes out to end the inning. 7th inning stretch from Comerica Park, 7-2 Boston. Baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Thank you, New England, for 60 great years. Your local Subaru dealers. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. Now back at Comerica Park in Detroit as the Red Sox have a 7-2 lead. Tigers coming to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Entirely new battery for Boston now as Blake Swihart, after pinch hitting for Hannigan, stays in the game. And Gene Machi into the game now for Boston. 3rd appearance in a Red Sox uniform without a record, a 16.20 earned run average. Machi replaced Robbie Ross with 2 outs in the 6th inning on Tuesday night in New York. Struck out Brendan Ryan to end that inning. Added to the roster on July 30th, have been claimed off waivers by the Red Sox from the San Francisco Giants. Designated for assignment by the Giants on July the 20th. Machi, the right-hander. First pitch fouled off by Alex Avila to open up the bottom of the 7th inning. Avila has struck out and walked tonight. Well, that was against the Red Sox starter Joe Kelly. Went 5 1/3. 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks for Kelly. Robbie Ross did a nice job coming in with runners at 2nd and 3rd.
Yes, he did. I mean, he's the go-to guy with guys on base.
Yep.
Earlier in the game, I mean, that Tazawa would be the guy for that with the 7th inning on, right?
Yeah, but Ross has been the first guy in generally. If it's the 6th inning, Ross has been the guy a lot.
He's done a decent job. I know in New York he didn't have a good appearance, but that's bound to happen.
Strike 3 call. Picks up the outside corner on Avila. One down here in the bottom of the 7th.
See Avila gets painted by Machi. It's that little off-speed pitch and catches the corner.
Weekend Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. One out in the 7th inning for James McCann. Rounded out to second base in the 3rd, single to left in the 5th. And got in a bit of an altercation with his shortstop, Jose Iglesias, in between innings in the dugout here at Comerica Park.
Taking a look at McCann, I think I'd take McCann in a fight in a heartbeat. he might snap him in half, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
He probably has quick hands, though. Huh? Iglesias. He did. Boom, 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 boom.
Out to left center, and this is going to get down and roll a long way. McCann headed for 2. The catcher pulls it up with a 1-out double to left center field in that vast outfield here in Detroit.
This is triple outfield is what it is, but he's going to pull up for 2. It's a high off-speed pitch, just had hit me all over it. He crushes this ball in the gap. Anybody that can run probably have a triple on this ball.
The altercation in between innings in the dugout, and he took exception to something that Iglesias did not do.
He told him, "Where were you?" or something. He's pointing somewhere. We got a lot of rumors going on that we think might have happened, but we'll find out.
1-out runner at second base in McCann. Anthony Gose 0 for 3 in the game.
Man,
But you wanted that. So did you.
he missed that.
Gose has struck out twice tonight, lined into a double play his last time up. Now he pops it up. Swihart, the catcher, will sand the ball alongside, and Swihart, a late lunge, makes the catch. Bit of a snow cone too, but in the end he made the grab. 2 down.
It's kind of like Sandoval's ball. Make the catcher go through this. Such a tough play for a catcher backing up on it.
I think it would have been easier for Sandoval to handle that.
You would think, but he has all the confidence in the world of Swihart. He was there. It wasn't like he wasn't in the vicinity.
2 down here in the 7th. McCann at second. And here is Jose Iglesias.
I don't know what that is. It's not a split finger, but it's 87 miles an hour. It's like a screwball or something. Maybe it is a split.
You got the split grip right now.
It's a split, but it doesn't have that. You know, it's not like Koji's.
Fly ball out to shallow center field, and it's Xander calling everybody off to make the catch that ends the inning. So Gene Machi comes in, pitches a good inning. We're through 7-7-2 Boston. First pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC and Steve Lyons will have a special look at Brock Holt's journey to the majors. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6. Now it's Brock Holt who will lead it off here in the 8th inning against the new Tigers pitcher. Now Albuquerque into the game now for Detroit. 48th appearance, 1-0, 3.20 earned run average. As Holt takes ball 1.
Not known to throw a lot of strikes. Throw a slider just to stay in shape. Nasty slider.
He's allowed 8 runs in his last 39 outings. 1.86 ERA during that stretch. Brock had a single to right field back in the 4th inning. A 1-for-4 night.
This is the guy with the name on his back that he can't get all the letters on it, huh? He's
Albuquerque.
Right. He's got to be right up there with Saltalamacchia, doesn't he, as far as letters are concerned?
Well, what's Salty? 14?
Is it 14? Look at that. That's all the way around. That's hard. I don't know how to spell it to begin with. You know, a lot of U's, huh? Look at the U's.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many?
12.
Okay.
So he's short.
Okay.
The center field as Ghost goes back a step and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. A Sunday at an all-new Nesson clubhouse. We find out why baseball players wear eye black on sunny days and what makes communication so important on a pop-up. Let's catch a live bubblegum blowing competition on set. Catch it Sunday morning at 11:30. Presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts.
I wonder when they shot that, Gary's hair was cut off, wasn't it?
His loss was trimmed up.
Was it recent?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm told it's been a long time. It was a long time ago.
Had to be because his moss is flowing.
He's got all
right
that stuff on top now.
It's unbelievable the height he's got going on.
Right. But that's the style.
I know.
Isn't it?
I wish I could. It'd be awesome. Justin Masterson up in the pen. That shot we have that we do in the second segment of the Open, they put me and Gary side by side. Gary's got all that flowing moss. He's on the field and the wind's blowing. The breeze has got it even higher than it is. It's ridiculous.
Jealousy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Swing and a miss.
Slider. Nasty.
Castillo strikes out, 2 down.
What he's known for, Mr. Albuquerque. Kind of a slider that kind of goes down. It doesn't go sideways. See? Down.
Xander Bogaerts coming up. He's been on twice, 2 hits. A single in the first, a double in the 6th inning. He's driven in 2 runs. Both of them coming on the double.
See Bogey pull the ball twice tonight.
Yeah, so much going the other way lately.
Yeah.
That
when's he going to jump on leave earth and hit a bomb? It's been a while. He had to hit a home run in a long time. I think he's happy where he is right now, what he's been doing.
Oh, you're right. Last time Bogaerts hit a home run, June 15th.
Man.
Against Dana Evelyn for the Atlanta Braves. It's been 180 at-bats in between.
Right, he hit it to dead center, I remember.
That's a lot of at-bats in between home runs.
Yeah, he's been doing just fine.
Hitting for average. Started the game hitting at .310. David Ortiz waiting on deck with 2 outs here in the 8th. This is sharply into left field. He pulls it again. 3rd hit of the night for Xander Bogaerts.
Throws him a breaking ball in his eyes. That's all he can do with it is yank it.
Joins Rusney Castillo, both with 3 hits tonight. And David back in the 3rd inning, able to get his 22nd home run of the year.
That isn't good enough. Man, how far did this ball go? Look at it, way up there. Almost hit that bang sign. Which one do you think he hit farther, that one or the one off the kid the other night?
Oh, Yankee Stadium.
You think that was farther? Because the 96-mile-an-hour fastball went farther.
Yeah.
This was a breaking ball. I think he hit a.
Well, that's tough to say. They were both blasts.
Wrong. I think it was like 430, wasn't it? They get this one too, 430 something.
I didn't see it.
I think.
Well, David, along with that home run in the third inning, was intentionally walked in the sixth inning by Buck Farmer, the pitcher at the time. Starter tonight for the Tigers. Daniel Norris lasted just 3 1/3, giving up 5 of the 7 runs the Red Sox had. A pitch down and in, a fastball. Shift on here for Big Papi on the right side. Fly ball, center field. Anthony Gose makes the catch. It ends the inning. Red Sox leave a runner, have a 7-2 lead. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Now back in Detroit, where the Red Sox have a 7-2 lead to the bottom of the 8th inning. Some changes for the Red Sox. Defensively, Alejandro De Aza now in left field, taking over for Hanley Ramirez, who had fouled a pitch off his foot earlier in the game. And Justin Masterson, the new pitcher for the Red Sox, 17th appearance, 4-2. With a 5.68 earned run average, 47 strikeouts to 24 walks. Opponents sitting at 289 against Masterson. I saw him.
It's been a while.
Yeah, on the 1st of August, so it has been 6 days. In there for strike one to Ian Kinsler. 8th appearance as a reliever of the year for Masterson coming out of the pen. Fly ball center field. Bradley into right center without a problem to make the catch. Kinsler retired for the first time tonight. Well, tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. Sox pitching coach Carl Willis will talk about Wade Miley's start against the Tigers. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? One out in the 8th, and it brings up Victor Martinez. The Red Sox now with Masterson in the game. Kelly go 5 1/3 pitcher record, giving up the 2 runs that the Tigers have. Ross, Machi, and Masterson have not allowed runs in this game out of the pen.
Masterson facing the guy he got traded for.
That's right. Oh, and that one is thrown behind him, it appeared.
It is uncanny what Masterson does every time out. Against a left-handed hitter, he'll make a throw like that. It's like, what was that? What is that? He's drilled I don't know how many guys. I mean, that is a misfire. I mean, Martinez looks at him like, are you trying to hit me or what?
He's had that problem throughout the course of the year.
I'm telling you, it's like, that's bad. I mean, you want him to face right-handed hitters because to match him up with right-handed hitters because he has problems with lefties, but once a game he'll throw a ball like that. It's like, where did that come from? I mean, every time he comes into the game, I think he's going to hit somebody just to stay in shape. I really do. And he's not trying to.
On the ground to first base, corralled by Shaw on the backhand over his Masterson. And with plenty of time to get Victor Martinez 2 down. Ace Ticket has great deals on the best seats to the Red Sox and Patriots games, as well as shows like Zach Brown at Fenway. Visit aceticket.com. Ace Ticket, it's more than a ticket. 2 down in the 8th inning, and it brings up J.D. Martinez. Struck out swinging in the 1st inning. Homered in the 4th to supply the Tigers with their runs. And a 2-run shot out to left center in the 4th inning. And he doubled to right center off the wall on the scoreboard out there. Two 2-0. More action for the Tigers. Shane Green, a right-hander up. And another hit for J.D. Martinez. They just keep coming.
That dude could hit.
HB Hood salutes the Red Sox Foundation for its commitment to 4,900 accredited charities throughout New England.
Remember, Cabrera is not back. I don't know when he's coming back. He's coming back pretty soon, isn't he? A couple weeks. A couple weeks too long.
It's 8 3-hit games on the year for J.D. Martinez. Here's Rajay Davis. Pitch hit in the 6th inning and struck out. That was against Robbie Ross. Now he bats for the 2nd time tonight. First time we saw Rajay Davis was a member of the Oakland A's.
He always played good against us too. I mean, steal a bag, do something. He was always involved.
Time in Toronto as well. On the ground to shortstop, Bogarts will flip underhanded for the out that ends the 8th inning. 7-2 Boston at the end of 8.
Wednesday.
Lesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Now back in Detroit, where the Red Sox have a 7-2 lead. The game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Joe Kelly, pitcher of record right now, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs. Tuesday Castillo with a 3-hit game. Xander Bogaerts with a 3-hit game. David Ortiz with a home run in this game. And Daniel Norris on the hook, the starter tonight. Went 3 1/3 for the Tigers. Alejandro De Aza, his first at bat of the night, facing a new Tigers pitcher, Shane Green. Becomes the 5th Detroit pitcher of the night, 18th appearance. 4-8, a 6.97 earned run average. Sitting at 311 against Green.
Green came over from the Yankees earlier in the year. He started. The first couple starts were just lights out. He was unbelievable. I thought, boy, what a steal Tigers got. Meanwhile, everything fell apart since then.
Line foul down the left field line. He'll begin the season as a starter. 0-3 with a 12.74 earned run average. 17 2/3, giving him 25 earned runs.
They had those clones there for a while. You know, Warren, who's there, still there. Warren, right? They had Claiborne. They had him. It's like they had 3 or 4 guys kind of threw the same way. The only guy still standing is Warren.
To left, comes back to Rajay Davis, who makes the catch. Now Tuesday on the Red Sox Report, go behind the scenes to relive Pedro Martinez's memorable week from his enshrinement at Cooperstown to his jersey retirement at Fenway. Catch it on a special edition of the Red Sox Report, Tuesday at 5. Pitch hitter for the Red Sox, Josh Rutledge, pitch hitting here for Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval tonight had been 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Rutledge coming over from the Angels for Shane Victorino. Fouled off to the right, 1-1. MLB.TV Premium is the #1 live streaming sports service. Watch every out-of-market game live or on in-demand in True HD on over 400 mobile connected devices. Visit MLB.TV for details.
This kid plays shortstop too, I think, utility-wise. You think at some point Bogaerts will get a day off. It's like he's been playing every day. $38,132 the crowd tonight. 38,132.
2-1 pitch. And that one by him.
Tight little slider.
140 career games at shortstop for Rutledge. So he would be a candidate. Sander with a 3-hit night tonight. 2 singles and a double. Popped up foul. That'll get back into the crowd.
We saw Bogaerts over there. I mean, I've just seen the difference in 2 years. The body language. It's like he's a star. This game got away from him last year for a couple of months, didn't it? He just looked out of sorts. Hit 100 for a long time. Could not get to the slider, and look at him this year. And this guy is everything that the Red Sox thought he was going to be.
Ground ball to second base, Ian Kinsler. 2 down in the inning. Rutledge grounds out. Now, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy make a donation to Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 2 down in the 9th.
The kid's got such a nice way about him, too, doesn't he?
Does.
Bogart's just a wonderful kid. Very approachable. He just seems so comfortable with himself, doesn't he?
Yeah. Speaks 4 languages. Which is not unusual in Aruba, I found out.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty common, actually.
It's like the Netherlands, right? They're part of it.
Yep. Quite a difference, I'll tell you, defensively, too.
Yeah,
big difference.
Oh, yeah, the defense.
Yep.
You forget about those 8 home runs. Who cares about the way he was swinging? I didn't care if he got 8 home runs.
2-0 the count here to Travis Shaw with 2 down. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Green falling behind, 3-1. On the ground, foul. Are you keeping up with NESN on Instagram? If you're not following NESN, you're missing out on cool behind-the-scenes photos of your favorite New England teams. Follow NESN on Instagram today. Talking about the defensive side of things. Last year, 20 errors for Xander Bogaerts, 10 at third, 10 at short. He's made 7 this year. And, of course, spent the entire year at shortstop.
It's just the way he goes after every ball. It's like he knows exactly what he's doing, how much time he has. Footwork is great.
3-2 pitch popped up, foul off to the left.
The only thing I worry about, he's skinny, isn't he? When you're playing every day at shortstop, it's hard to keep that weight on. He's welterweight or nothing, playing every day. It's the most grueling position beyond catching. Talk about bouncing around. You got to bounce around a lot. Huh?
A lot of bouncing.
A lot of bouncing.
A lot of bouncing.
Man, you can't be tired.
3-2 pitch. And a foul off to the left out of play. Shaw 0 for 4 in the ball game tonight.
Sound is great here. You know, you can tell the pitcher catching the ball. You can hear the sound of that. And when guys hit balls on the screws, it's like, man, you know he hit it good.
You like the acoustics of America Park.
This is good. Unless it's just me. It sounds pretty crisp.
Could be your mix.
Yes.
Fly ball center field. Anthony goes heading into left center to make the catch that ends the inning. Head to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox on top 7-2. Again this year, Bob will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund for every game saved this season. Everybody saves at Bob's. Bob's Discount Furniture, quality, choice, and value. Learn more at mybobs.com. It's on to the bottom of the ninth inning. Nick Castellanos to lead it off here against Masterson. Some defensive changes for the Red Sox. Brock Holt moving from second base to third. And Josh Rutledge, who had pinch hit for Pablo Sandoval, now takes over at second base. 1-0 to Castellanos. Fly ball right field. Rusney Castillo going back onto the track. Can't make the catch. Castellanos into second base to begin things here in the bottom of the ninth.
I thought Rusney had a beat on this ball when he first went back. Just could not get there quick enough to turn around. Just a high fastball, high sinker, really out over. You see he's got a beat on it. He turns around and just hits off the top of his glove. I think he thought he was going to hit the fence.
Didn't extend that glove enough.
No, he sort of short-armed it. He was afraid he was going to slam into the fence. Not an easy play, but could have been caught.
So a double for Castellanos to begin things here in the ninth inning. Here is Alex Avila. Avila has struck out, walked, struck out again.
Boy, he's looked tired at the plate.
James McCann, the catcher, behind him. Tigers trailing by 5 runs, have a leadoff double here in the ninth. Two and one.
Masterson has a hard time delivering the ball the same way twice in a row. He really does.
I always kind of wondered during his time with Cleveland, same with the Red Sox, when at the Red Sox, would he be a better reliever or starter when things began for him in his career?
Well, the velocity's down. He got to where he's throwing the ball 95. Always had good sink on it, but the slower you throw it, the more the ball moves, and therefore he has a hard time controlling it. Even a fastball, his sinker. And with this slider, you don't know what you're going to get out of that either.
One pitch. And there's ball 4. So last thing he wanted to do there. Walks Avila, 2 on, nobody out in the ninth. Let's take a look at the Toyota play of the game, and David Ortiz with a very long home run. High drop. Big Papi with his 22nd home run of the year. 2-run shot in the 3rd inning. The time with the Red Sox on top, 4-0. Carl Willis coming out here to talk to Masterson. He's given up a double and a walk to begin things here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
To me, the big hit of the night was Bogarts making it 7-2. A double that he hit.
Gave him some room.
Yes, and that's the kind of stuff that the Red Sox don't do enough of. You know, put teams away in a big inning. You know, next thing you know, they get back into it.
The conference breaking up on the mound. James McCann coming up here for the Tigers. Batting out of the 9th spot tonight. He's had a good night. Grounded out to second. Single to left. Double to center.
Wow, where's that? This game could get interesting in a hurry right now. Going to call this ball low. Been a strike all year.
A little lower, 2-0.
Looks like he tried to aim that ball there.
Koji Uehara all of a sudden up in the pen.
This hard starting the race right now. Been there.
There's a strike right down the middle. McCann taking it 2-1. Top of the order, Anthony Gose waiting on deck for the Tigers. Making some noise here in the bottom of the ninth. Rolls it over foul.
That's a good pitch there, going down, a little sink. That ball has a little late action on it. I like to put him away with a breaking ball, but you don't know what you're going to get out of that slider. Maybe just a ground ball sinker. See, that's a slider. Sloppy. Got a better chance just throwing a ball sinker down the middle.
Two on, nobody out, and a full count now to McCann. And he got him. Strikes out McCann for the first out of the inning.
The best sinker he threw the whole count here. You see the sinker starts right down the middle. Look, it goes right down. Ends up being a ball, but he swung over the top.
So one down here in the ninth inning. Anthony Gose coming up. 0 for 4 in the ball game. He struck out twice, lined into a double play, and last time up fouled out to the Red Sox catcher. Looking for fun activity for the kids this summer? Visit NESN.com/freezeframe to see the photo of the week and have your son or daughter send in a caption that could make it on the next NESN Clubhouse show. Visit NESN.com/freezeframe today. One ball, one strike.
Got some good action on that sinker.
Castellanos at second, Avila at first, one out in the bottom of the ninth. No one runs away.
Now he's just trying to throw that ball over the middle of the plate and make it sink, and you see how it just takes off on him. Like misses badly. He's just trying to throw a strike. That's all he's trying to do.
On the ground foul, full count.
He laid that thing in there.
Masterson with a 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled off.
It would have been a ball, but they can't lay off.
Jose Iglesias waiting on deck. One out in the ninth inning. Second inning of relief for Masterson, who started the eighth. Now working in the ninth. And there's ball four. Second walk allowed by Masterson, loads the bases. And here comes John Farrell. They have the tying run on deck, so technically this becomes a save situation.
Oh, yeah.
And it's time for Koji, as it turns out. Detroit, where things have gotten interesting. The Red Sox have a 7-2 lead, but the Tigers not going quietly here in the 9th inning with 1 out. And now the bases loaded, and Koji Uehara into his 43rd game of the year, 2-4 with a 2.27 earned run average, 24 out of 26 in save opportunities, 46 Ks to 9 walks, and opponents hitting only at 190 against Uehara.
These are the tough ones as a closer. You're out there thinking there's no way 7-2, but you always got to be ready. You can't let down.
Swing and a miss. Iglesias, who is 0 for 6 in his career against Uehara, swings through that. Oh, and 2.
86 right by him.
This is filled with Tigers. And he strikes out Iglesias. Made quick work of him. 2 down.
Boy, he made that look easy. He threw him a split finger, not a very good one. The first one, and then 2 fastballs. Second one being way up out of the zone. Boy, it looked like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball up there.
How about 86?
86.
2 down, 3, and Kinsler. He is single to center, single to left. Walked and flied out to center.
Iglesias was in the swing mode.
So is Kinsler. Oh, and 2.
Some of these ugly swings.
Masterson responsible for all the men on. Castellanos, Sevilla, and Gose, the base runner, is for Detroit with 2 down in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt and blocked that time by Swihart. Victor Martinez hoping he'll get a chance. Uehara with other ideas. 2 outs, a count of 1 and 2. Kinsler fouls it off and stays alive. In behind the hill. Now back up on top.
Enough of those high fastballs. Back to the split. Oh, another one.
Line off of Uehara. Stays with it. Throws to first for the out that ends the ball game.
Oh, he's hurt.
Where did that get Uehara? On the hand or the arm?
That was solid.
He somehow picked it up and threw out to first base to end the ball game. But he is hurting.
Luckily, it came right straight down, but it hit so solid. I don't know where it got him. Ow.
Ooh. On the throwing arm.
Got the hand or the finger or thumb around that area. Watch. See what I mean? Hopefully the back of his hand, but it sounded like it got a lot of meat. It really did get him good. Yeah, that's not good.
So a painful save for Uehara, as it turns out. Get a look from the side.
That got him flush. Boom.
Ooh, yeah. Thumb maybe.
Thumb, wrist, something. Boy, he just still went. Oh, he's in pain. Let's hope he didn't break anything.
So the Red Sox closer saves the game. Somehow made that throw to first base after it.
I know, but he wanted it so badly.
So the Red Sox win it, but in painful fashion as it turns out, Tom. Red Sox take game 1 of the series.
Oh, yeah, nice to see the win, Don, but you certainly don't want to see a game end like that.